Hello, boys and girls. This is our commentary track for Vampire Hunter D. Originally, we were going to do Vampire Hunter D, and then right after, we were going to do Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust? Is that what it's called?
Yes, indeed.
The second one.
The most awesomest E1.
And we'd actually seen both movies in the past. That's a much better movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know why we haven't done it yet. We have just not gotten around to it.
I know.
I think we've been so distracted with like Deathstalker movies and Michael Berryman movies.
Okay, the
Christopher
Berryman
Walken movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Will. I was like,
Watching Hellraiser.
Okay, Hellraiser was awesome.
We've completely forgotten to do the other Vampire Hunter D.
Well, Walken, he's just like, vampires.
This is just me.
You don't need
for you to come over
that.
and smack me.
A lot of people wait for me to come over and smack them. That's my relationship with a lot of... Ooh.
I also, for some reason, imagined when we started doing this show, because this was right at the beginning, that we were going to do a lot of anime.
Yeah.
And we have not done any more anime.
We've only done this
one.
one.
Which, I don't know why. I guess because I'm not really much of an anime fan.
Yeah, because someone's not buying the animes.
I guess.
Because someone has, anime fear?
I want to actually do a month of, the first anime movies I ever watched. Like, I want to do Iria, Venus Wars, Record of Lodoss War.
Green Legend
Ran. And Green Legend Ran. Like, those four.
Yeah.
I want to do in a month. Maybe we should do that for, a month of... a December, one of those movies from my childhood, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
whatever.
At some point, I would like to do some more anime films,
Do you have a bubble in your brain right now, or?
Yeah, it's always there.
Oh, okay. Is it swelling?
I got stuck in the womb
with fluid. The sad part is he did. He really did.
Yeah, I tried to hang myself with an umbilical cord. I didn't want to come into this world and have to watch these bad movies.
Oh, possibly too much information, Turkey, there, and of course the question is, boobs or cross? And we all know boobs, so that's fine. We're talking.
Like the Animes joke. I made that joke again recently, didn't I?
What, that they...
Oh, yeah, when you started playing Silent Hill, I was like, these Animes.
Oh, Silent Hill.
These are those blonde Japanese people with the blue eyes.
Yeah, I'm finally going back and playing
who have the body
Hill 2.
language of Japanese people, but who look like Norwegians.
Animes
Norwegian
is...
chibi dolls.
It's hard to be animes.
It's a unique quality.
And then now we're just watching this,
Okay, honestly, I would almost rather watch someone play Castlevania than watch this movie. Not that this is even that bad of a movie, but Castlevania is kind of cool.
It's more just that it's not a bad movie. It's just an ugly movie.
Yeah, it is a hideous movie.
So, and then my favorite part about this is,
oh my god!
I forgot. Oh, that just blew me out of my chair.
I had forgotten how big that was.
That's bigger than my whiteboard.
I think she is the ugliest girl in the history of anime.
Okay, this is one of our very early ones, obviously, and I remember thinking oh my god, Waka's gonna constantly make me do this shit. And we have never done live action concept.
Well, we did one for Battle Beyond the Stars.
We did?
Yeah.
We did?
And when you were trying to get out the door.
Oh yeah, I whacked my knee so hard.
We actually just wrote a script where I was going to have us do something live action like
so
this.
It'll be spaced just so that every time I kind of get used to the idea that I'm not going to be making an ass of myself, or that much of an ass of myself. And again, it's a mechanical horse!
I think that if anyone looks like an ass there, it's me with my crooked sideburns, without my glasses on, standing there with, for some reason, what is that, a felt robe wrapped around me? A taffeta blanket? What is
we
that?
Couldn't find
oh my god! 50 years ago, I swear to God, I spent so many hours on YouTube trying to find clips of her saying 50 years ago. I could not believe it, because I was like, Inuyasha, yeah, they say 50 years ago in every episode.
And they do, it's weird.
Be easy. I could not find that for the life of me. I only ended up finding 3, and 2 of them are from the same episode.
And I think the problem is that they say it a lot in the storyline episodes, but then in most of the episodes, the other 50 million, it's just the frog prince is gonna eat you with his magic candle. But yeah, I remember
there is a frog prince.
There is, and he wants to marry Kagome. But I had to convince him.
Yeah, I don't know why I fought that joke.
He's like, Larry King Live. No!
I didn't think it was funny for some reason. But yeah,
You didn't trust me yet,
it's
let's
very
be
funny.
honest. But yeah, the 50 years ago thing, you'd been looking for hours, and I went to bed, and you're like, oh, it should just take me a little while longer. Wake up the next morning, still sitting there, still looking for them, still like, I can't find them. But, and then this, he's not that beautiful. He's supposed to be like the most amazing, good-looking guy in the world. And this animation makes him look like...
Angel.
Well, look at that
No one is
face.
going to get that.
Oh.
My favorite kind of references...
Well, you notice it's always with Buffy, though? The barbecue fork, the mask on the wall, Angel. It's always Buffy.
I remember Frank Conniff once said that his rule of thumb about jokes was that whenever there were more than one joke possible for a scene, that the most obscure reference should always win.
Yeah, I think
And
that's true.
my favorite jokes are jokes where I make a reference to something and I feel like there's someone out there who has watched every episode of that show like 10 times who wouldn't get that reference.
That's perfect.
That's the perfect joke.
I don't know, I think... But it's always with Buffy. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, we do make a lot of
Really obscure.
really obscure Buffy references because like our Star Wars and Star Trek references are always really obvious.
Yeah, it's always like, oh, the salt monster.
But with Buffy,
I'm Johnny
it's almost
X.
like we're involved in some sort of secret contest to see how we can trick people into missing references to Buffy, or in that case, to Angel,
Well,
which is the same.
yeah, let's wrap that whole package up.
Say is the Buffyverse.
Thank you, excellent.
And if you like the TV show Angel, watch Forever Night. Because
Yeah.
it's the same show except for
It's
good.
better, and it doesn't like
Like
get
if
confused.
you ever watched Angel, you're like, this show would be really good if it was good. That's called Forever Night.
Yeah, it's true.
He even has,
I
I
was
think,
not
the
ready
same
for this
car
scene.
as Nick Knight.
Probably because,
In the
okay,
first season.
why would you not have any other car? Nick Knight says straight up, it has the largest trunk space since 70
I
something.
still think that Joss Whedon was like, let's just do like Forever Night. And then after the first season, somebody was like, this show isn't good, we need to change it. Because
Okay.
you're just like imitating Forever Night and you're not as good.
this scene, and so recently
that phallic sword handle there.
for other reasons unrelated to looking for Epic, we had to actually read the book, the translation of this. And in the book also, it doesn't make any more sense when that scene occurs. It's just like, she kind of feels like, oh, it's so nice to have someone to protect me. And then like 4 chapters later, with no reference to this again, she just like lies down on top of him naked when he's trying to sleep and goes like, wriggle, 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 wriggle. People march in and she runs to the bedroom, gets dressed, and they have more fight scenes. It's like, it's not that the movie or that this version just accidentally forgot something. No, it really
Sometimes-
makes no sense.
Kate, that's what you gotta do.
You
You
just,
gotta lie down naked on a vampire and wriggle. These things happen.
you know, I think I need to integrate that into my own stratosphere. And then I love the way he smears against the posts. I just love that. I don't know why. It's just so, and the blood is like pink. Makes me think of like frosting. Maybe I have a sick
Pepto-Bismol,
way.
which always sort of soothes me.
You do like Pepto-Bismol. And he has good hair.
Well, yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, if I have like
no,
my stomach is upset.
you're always like, I feel so much better now.
Well, it makes it makes me feel better. If you have an upset stomach, it works.
Oh my god, those eyes. That's the only scene where he even looks a little cool with
There's
those
a really
glowy
cool
eyes.
montage I made here, except for my one fatal mistake. I don't know why. I spent like 10 minutes just watching. It's at the end of this, just watching like the sky.
Here?
It's like, yeah, this part of the montage really just goes on way too long. Should have been more of the fight and a lot
Yeah.
less of this.
Admittedly. But this is still pretty early in our,
This is a short video
growth.
too, man.
well, you know, most of
I did not
our,
have much to say back then.
okay, also my one joke was, God, she's so ugly. God, look at her face. Oh man, her face. Look at that forehead. Damn, those foreheads. That, I was so distracted by that, I don't think I made any other jokes. Like, all I did was criticize how ugly their faces were. We Weeds. Yeah, weeds. Good editing there. I agree. Excellent use of our time.
Oh, the flutterbys.
The flutterbys are so important. Oh, I think that's her joke. Get out of
I
here.
love how her, like, what are those pigtails? What are those called?
Yeah.
Move when she's running as if they're like additional limbs that are animated.
She's
the same way
Annalise.
as her arms and legs.
She's Annalise.
Like they're propelling her forward
Yeah.
also.
Animes all have like hair that is, sentient.
And there's a reference to Shane.
Just because we're that
does
lame.
anyone our age even know what Shane is? Why do I even know that?
What was
That
that?
was just bad editing.
Dude. We only know and make references to things that our parents were too, like, young and cool for. And our parents are neither young nor cool.
Yeah, because, right, movies from the 50s. That's what everyone wants to hear jokes about.
Hey, I've never even seen Shane.
Well, don't watch it. It's not any good.
And for some reason, every time anyone says, "Come back, Shane," I always think of the one where she loses her dog and what is the dog's name? She's like,
Come back, Little Sheba.
Little Sheba. And then I'm like, "Come back, Sheba."
Well, that's actually
My mom always
a good movie.
glares at me. Like, she always gives me that look like, "That's not right. That's the wrong movie." And I'm like, "It's funny, though."
I don't know. She says that, so it's not really the wrong movie. She stands on the balcony, I think, or the porch.
That's
whatever.
the same movie?
No.
Oh, no, that's what I mean.
And
Like,
yells, "Come back, Little Sheba," like almost to the exact same intonation as
it's
"Come
the
back, Shane."
epic timing.
So she might as well be the same line.
It's the same thing as in, like, Star Wars. And that would lead them to
Oh yeah.
and Owen. And then, and what did we use that
That's why
as?
they captured Rue.
Right. It's like, it's just epic timing. Some things, we know how to time them instinctually. God, we're blabbing on.
Kind of a shame. Yeah, our conclusions have gotten a lot shorter, which I think is probably a good thing.
Because no one wants to look at us. Let's be honest here. They are not watching this show for our idiocy.
I don't know. I think I'm kind of cute.
Yeah, you're kind of
It's
cute.
kind of a shame that "Come Back, Little Sheba" isn't more the universally remembered line instead of "Come Back, Shane," because
Yeah, I've never
"Come
seen
Back,
it,
Little
really.
Sheba" is actually a good movie, and I think it's a play.
7!
But Shane, that movie's just boring. I mean, I'm a big fan of westerns, and I hate that movie. Oh, look, credits.
Damn, there's gonna be a lot of them too. They're so slow.
I guess. No offense to Kikuchi or whatever his name is, but Vampire Hunter D, like, I'm not really a big fan of that title.
Yeah,
It's kind of a stupid title. It's like giving your character a name that is just the letter D, which is obviously an allusion to the fact that his name is Dracula, because he's the son of Dracula, and if you didn't figure that out, immediately, yeah, you need to pay closer attention. Every vampire movie has Dracula. But anyway, dumb title. There's a laughing hand. Good night, folks.